Right, back to that parents' meeting with the school. Let me take you back live now to Parktown Boys here in Johannesburg. Reporter Linda Kutle-Kulu joins us now. That meeting, Linda, good evening to you again, has just concluded.
Well, Jeremy, it has concluded, and I see some of the first cars coming out now. We are still in the dark in terms of what exactly transpired there, but I spoke to one of the gentlemen who was in fact at the meeting, and what he says is that they were basically being asked to not ask too many questions, to not divulge any information that they had from some of their pupils. But one thing they are saying, of course, is that the school is giving them reasons that there is an investigation. In fact, a lot of investigations that are running concurrently at this point in time. We will, of course, be trying to speak to some of their parents, but at this stage it does seem that a lot of them are shying away from us. But you can see, in fact, one of the gentlemen just was saying that they are playing with their time. But I'd like sanibonani ninjani baba, sacela ukuzwa nje just the outcome of the meeting, hayi okuningi babas, just ukuthi kuthiweni phakathi. Okay, I'm trying to get one of the parents, Jeremy, who's just going, Peggy Montelana babas, who's just going, Babutam, ngiyabonga njani, or umntwana lona. Oh, whoever. Just what is the outcome of the meeting? What did they say there? Did you guys get any clarity on what happened at the camp?
You know, basically it was just a brief report of the ongoing investigation process. Noguchi really what happened, although the details of it, you know, they did not divulge because there is an ongoing investigation. So I think we'll have to wait for that investigation process to, you know, to be finished, and then we'll know as to exactly what happened. Yeah, so there's not much details that were given in the meeting. But now, the long and the short of it, we have to wait for the investigation to unfold up to the finish, and then that's when we'll get all the answers that we need.
There are a lot of speculations out there about the building of Amaraft and the kids getting into the water, the life jackets and all of that. And I heard you now saying that indeed they did tell you, but not in its full extent of what happened. But as far as what happened during the incident and during the course where Enoch was missing, did they give any information around that? Because what was happening during that activity?
Not really, Chief, not really. You know, from where we are as the parents, we just have faith in the process and the structures that have been put in place, that at the end of it all, we'll be able to get all the answers that we need. Yeah, because right now we'll be speculating, and there are a lot of things that are being said, you know, out there, even in the social media. But right now we say, let's respect the process up until, you know, it's completed, and then we'll get all the answers that we need.
And other parents, because I understand they're saying send or via email some of the questions you have, but are there parents who actually were tried asking some of the questions inside here? I
want to believe that they are, you know, I want to believe, but I wouldn't know. But, you know, the structure that is there, they are the ones that are best positioned to comment on that. But from where I am, I wouldn't know if there are any, but I believe that there are parents that we
What I mean is, did you guys try to ask questions inside there?
No. Yeah, because I believe that there was a platform which was provided for any kind of question that anyone wants to ask, you know. To send via an email or any other particular channel.
All right. Thank you so much, Baba. Jeremy, one of the parents was in that meeting. Baba, siyabonga kakhulu. Baba, awufuna ukuthi hlafu nje kancane. Just take us through what happened. All right, we're trying to get more of the reactions, Jeremy, but what is basically being said is that there hasn't been much that has been said inside that meeting. What they did urge the parents is just to be patient as some of those investigations take place, and they will, of course, reveal in due course what had happened. But one troubling thing at this stage is, of course, the fact that even the parents themselves from this particular meeting seem not to know exactly what happened, and haven't been explained. They haven't been, you know, given the circumstances leading to some of the incidents that we were talking about, the death of Enoch. But what they are saying at this stage is that they are being asked to be patient. But one of the things that is also surprising is the fact that he says that many of the parents did understand that they, you know, they are not going to ask questions at this stage, and they indeed adhered to some of those parameters that were set by the school.
Linda, one can understand the frustration of many stakeholders in this tragedy, wanting instant answers, but they are going to take time. I just want to clarify one thing. We have, from what I understand, 3 investigations here. One would be an SAPS investigation, and just watch out for the cars as they pass you. Secondly, we know that the Gauteng Education Department would also be probing this. We also know that the Human Rights Commission is going to be visiting the site tomorrow. Am I correct in saying then that there are 3 parallel probes into this?
That's correct, Jeremy. And one of them, of course, has been announced today by the Human Rights Commission, saying that they have taken the family into their, services, and they will be ensuring that they provide some of the legal avenues that they are trying to explore. Of course, they will be going to that particular incident or to that particular lodge where that incident happened. But more so, we do understand the Department of Education has also made it clear that they are inquiring and they have an independent investigator trying to get the answers and knit all of the facts together as to what exactly happened. And then we have the South African Police Services, and I've had the privilege of actually speaking to the investigating officer just after Enoch's body was identified by the parents, saying that they did focus more on finding Enoch as their search and rescue operation. But now what they did say was that they will be moving to the next phase of understanding and knitting together some of those facts, or that are some of the evidence they've been able to gather. But at this stage, there are those 3 investigations that are taking place, and as far as things stand, what the Department of Education has said was that they will in fact release their findings as soon as possible, given that they have given the investigator about 3 months to conclude with that investigation. But we also understand that the Human Rights Commission is set to also, explore legal avenues, especially having a case against the Department of Education as well as the school, looking at the fact that they are believing that this was a case of negligence, which is the belief that is coming from the parents. But they do believe that they have grounds to actually pursue some of that, and they are trying to just gather the evidence by visiting the venue where this all happened.
So patience on the one side, but one can also understand the escalating pressure as far as parents are concerned. And a very poignant moment as we leave you, Linda Kutlequlu, as that convoy of cars starts to leave Parktown with parents, worried parents of grade 8 pupils who are still desperately searching for answers. So we'll leave